Honorable Chief Minister Sri Basavaraj Bommai, Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji, Sri Nirani ji, ministers on the dais, distinguished guests, friends. Let me also start by congratulating Sri Basavaraj Bommai ji, Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji, Sri Nirani ji, Dr. Ramana Reddy, the entire IT BT department, and many of you who have made this Bengaluru Tech Summit the #1 event, and as we celebrate the Silver Jubilee year and look forward to the next 25 years, I think we can be proud of the journey to date and the base that we have created for the next 25 years. My role is to set the context for the IT, information technology industry, and I will do that very briefly. Digitization accelerated during COVID. The Indian IT services companies and the global centers, development centers in India demonstrated that they have the resilience to withstand any shock, and they came out with flying colors and increased the trust of the global businesses, the multinational corporations on Indian IT services. They continue to grow during COVID. The industry will grow secularly because the investment in digitization, the investments in technology will continue to grow over the next several years. I'll come back to this. In the short term, there will be ups and downs because the industry will follow the ups and downs in the global economy, but that's a short-term phenomenon. And there are challenges, and these probably will come up for discussion during the next 3 days about coming back to the campus, coming back to office, issues related to attrition, moonlighting. But I am confident in saying that the industry will face these challenges and will continue to grow. The industry will continue to recruit. And in the near term, I see industry recruiting at least 200,000, 2 lakh people in the near term. B.V. Naidu talked about setting up centers beyond Bangalore. In fact, the IT services companies, the IT companies are setting up centers beyond Bangalore, smaller centers, so that the employees can be closer to home and leverage technology to remotely work from these centers. So I see larger number of smaller centers coming up in Mysore, Mangalore, Hubli Dharwad, Belgaum, etc. The industry is expected to grow at 8 to 10%, and this is on a base of $220 billion. So not a small growth. The march of technology continues. I don't need to name these. These will be discussed in sessions: AI, ML, cloud, IoT, Web3, blockchain, NFT, metaverse, and so on. So these will get discussed in the sessions in the next 3 days. And this is the reason why I believe that the industry will continue to grow. We also need to talk about the unique Indian model for technology deployment. And the Prime Minister talked about equity. The Prime Minister talked about affordability. The Prime Minister talked about reaching the last citizen of the country wherever she or he is. I'm talking about public digital infrastructure and private innovation on top of that, private entrepreneurship on top of that. Clearly, this model is uniquely Indian, and this model is now being recognized globally as the model for the future, especially for developing countries. We will also have to address the issue of data privacy protection. We also need to address the issue of making available public shared databases for our startups, for our entrepreneurs, for our research scientists, etc., so that innovation and entrepreneurship can flourish. I look forward to the next 3 days. Very exciting period for the IT industry. I believe that the next 25 years are going to be even better than the last 25. Thank you very much.